If you main Terry, these are two sequences that you have to master. Now there's no secret that one of the best ways you can improve is by watching the pros play, and when I was watching the best Terry in the world in my opinion, Kintoyo Ryu, I saw that he was doing two things specifically that he was getting insane amounts of mileage out of, and I want to touch on those in this video. So the first thing he does, and he's mastered, is this target combo, the crouch medium kick into the fierce, but specifically this variation, the crouch medium kick into heavy tackle into heavy DP. And the next thing he does more than most Terrys is this crouch medium punch into the medium tackle. And I'm going to tell you why both of these are very important. Alright, the first reason to use this combo is that it's a meterless combo route with good corner carry that goes into 2000 damage. So right away, a combo that's meterless is already a good boon, and the fact that it's good corner carry is an added bonus. Alright, and the reasons you want to keep the bar are kind of obvious. First of all, basically all your options in this game defensively and offensively are tied to your drive bar. Whether it be drive reversals, drive impact, perfect parries, all that stuff is connected to your drive bar. If you notice the theme with the low tier characters and the high tier characters in this game, the low tiers don't get that much out of their drive bar and they have to depend on it to get the party started. Where a lot of the high tier characters, they can get around that and conserve their drive bar more. That's why it's great for a character like Terry to keep his drive bar as long as he can. And because you save that extra drive bar, you let opportunities like this actually stay on the table because you have that extra meter. If you actually watch those clips of Kintoyo playing Terry, he lands these types of combos all the time because he has that extra meter in reserve. So you have to tell yourself, save that meter for these types of home run or grand slam plays. And believe me, because Terry has access to this triple geyser, having your meter is very important. So if Terry knocks you into the corner or your opponent doesn't do a quick rise and you dash forward, you're +8. And I'm going to tell you why this is extremely important for some Terry mix-up options. The first reason, it gives Terry some nasty meaty setups like this. Those will blow up 4-frame normals like nothing. And the fact that he has access to these different types of frame traps is very important because again, this is a very common theme for the high tier characters. It also gives him access to a shimmy, which is very rare for Terry. His shimmy game is not the best. So the way you would do this is, if they are in the corner or they don't do a quick get up from the back, you can dash forward and then hold back and you'll be in perfect shimmy range. And that's also big damage for Terry in the corner, as you can see over here. Oh man, I love this combo. Alright, so if your opponent likes to do the quick reversal, like getting up back like that really quickly, and you're going to say, hey, all my normals out of range, I'm going to tell you what you can do in these situations. First is you can do a quick alternative and go into the heavy burning knuckle like that, because if you follow the same route and do a dash forward after, you're going to be +11, which is very good for some meaty setups. There's also an alternative to do as well, is if you do the same variation that I showed before, now you can actually use your bar and drive rush forward, and this will blow up any meaties or wake up moves that your opponent has. So the other reason this target combo is so powerful is that it helps with surprise punish counters. And I'm not talking about, obvious punish counters. So let's just say your opponent whiffs a DP, you're going to be able to get big damage off of like a punish counter because you have so much time to react. What I'm talking about is more of those situations where you're just beating out their normal surprisingly and you see that punish counter logo appear. Alright, so this is what I mean about a surprise punish counter. Sometimes you're just going to be mashing away and then you're going to say, oh man, I got a punish counter off because my opponent tried to take their turn back when it wasn't their turn. Now the beauty about this target combo is if you get a punish counter medium punch like that, a crouch medium punch, or a punish counter stand medium kick, this target combo will work if you're in range. It'll only work off punish counter, it won't work off counter hit, so keep that in mind. But the reason this is important is if you do see that punish counter come out, hey, I can quickly take my turn back and go for that long target combo into pretty good damage. It does 2700 damage. Because let's be real, if you have like an alpha processing brain, that's the only way you're going to get the punish counter medium punch into a heavy tackle. This is just not feasible. Like, people are not going to be able to react to this on offense. So at least in this situation, you can say, hey, I got the punish counter, and then I can go into this situation like that. And the beauty is, if you see that they block, you can always drive rush out of it as well. So it gives you more time to protect yourself. So just remember, if you get a punish counter medium punch, you can go into the target combo if you combo it like this, as you can see. Or if you get the stand medium kick, even from distance, you can still go into the target combo from pretty far away. So remember, punish counter, stand medium kick, and punish counter, crouch medium punch will send you into this combo. And then finally, what makes this target combo so amazing, and you see all the top level Terrys doing it, is just how far it can whiff punish if your opponent's being, you know, reckless with their normals. Like even from this distance, if I do the target combo correctly, it'll suck me into Ryu like a vacuum, as you can see. And if I actually have my inputs on point, I'll be able to follow it up with something. It can either be that same route that I was showing you before, into the DP, or you can still go into the burning knuckle variation as well. So this is such a good tool just to keep your opponent honest and to know that, hey, I probably shouldn't be throwing up my normals willy-nilly from far away because, you know, if my opponent has the reactions, I'm going to be paying for it. Alright, so the first thing you need to do with this combo is learn and get it consistently. And I'm telling you that because let's just say you mash DP, this combo is not going to work. And if you're too late, this combo is not going to work either. So that puts it in that weird spot in this game where you have to delay and then slightly time the DP right after that. And believe me, this is one of the more tricky combos in the game. It's not something that you're just going to be able to implement into your game right away. It's going to take a few sessions to practice, but that's why we do these practice sessions, right? And then when you're finally comfortable with it, set the dummy to the corner like this, and then just slowly try to take them across the screen. And I turned it into a game, and I would say if I missed the combo like that, I would restart. And eventually, I got to a point where I could carry them across the screen, and when I did that, I would switch to the other side because of course, we need to practice both sides when we do things, right? So play this game out, send them back and forth maybe 2 to 3 times, and then you're definitely going to get a lot of positive reps in. Alright, so the next thing you got to do is practice whiff punishing because that's where you're going to get a lot of your mileage. So just have a dummy either just set to record like this and then you can practice the combo, or go into the whiff punishing section that they have over here and practice that way. And then the final thing you have to practice is how to react if your opponent blocks it. So if you block this move or your opponent blocks it, you're super negative. You're minus 16. You're going to be getting tons of damage and probably losing that game. Let's be real. So what you want to do is practice drive rushing out of it because that will keep you safe. And this is going to take some practice because it's a lot of muscle memory required. But one way you can do it is set the opponent to random block and just tell yourself, hey, if they block it, I'm going to drive rush out. But if they didn't block it, I'm going to go in for the combo route. And believe me, it's going to be extremely hard at the beginning, but the more you do it, the easier it's going to become. Then the second combo that Kintoyo does a lot, and this is going to be much shorter so I don't have to spend too much time on it, he ends tons of his combos in this medium kick power charge. And the reason this is important, as you can see at the bottom, if it's plus 42 in this game, you're going to be able to beat basically every single anti-air in this game outside of a few, and even then there's things you can do around those, but this is going to beat all of the Shoto DPs. So a few of the ways that you can actually combo into the medium power charge is either doing a crouch medium punch into the power charge like that, or a crouch fierce punch into the power charge, whatever works best for you. But you're going to be able to see not that many moves combo into a crouch medium punch or a crouch fierce. And as you can see over here, a stand jab into a crouch fierce is never going to combo. But you'll notice when Kintoyo gets a counter hit jab like this or like this, now he can actually combo into the crouch medium punch. And the reason that's important is now he'll easily hit confirm into this combo and he goes for that safe jump. Watch any of the videos he fights against Shotos, he always goes for this variation. And the reason for that is, one, it's going to beat every single DP that they have, but this hit, this jumping attack, whether it's going to be either the jump fierce or the jump roundhouse, it does half a bar of drive damage, which is big because not only is it doing half a bar of drive damage, it's safe, and as you can see, you're plus 11 when you land, and that means that it's definitely your turn again, so you get to keep the pressure going. And that's such a big part of this game, keeping the party rolling when it's in your favor and being in a big advantageous spot. And again, if your opponent likes to roll back when they get up from their knockdown, this is still going to hit them, so they have to block it. And that's a video. I hope you liked it, and I actually hope it levels you up. I promise it's going to make you a better player, especially when you're saving all that drive bar. So if you like these types of videos, let me know and I'll make more in the future. But take care, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace out, everybody.